Namaskar and welcome aboard Flight Gyan. I am your captain Sandhya and this is your new go-to space for aviation awareness, real-world flying facts and safety stories that go far beyond the headlines. Every Monday we are going to decode the world of aviation, not with fear but with facts. Whether you are a frequent flyer, a nervous traveler, a student pilot or just someone who's curious about what really happens in the skies, this series is for you. Let's kick off Flight Gyan episode 1 with why you should never ask cabin crew to lift your bags. Today we are talking about something that might seem like simple courtesy, but in reality it's a safety issue you may have never thought about. Can you please lift my bag? It's a question many passengers ask their cabin crew during boarding, or worse, you might have seen viral videos of passengers shouting, belittling, or even harassing cabin crew for not doing their job. Let's break this down and understand why it's not just inappropriate but unsafe. Because during boarding, multiple critical operations happen parallelly: refueling, catering, security checks, passengers' head counts, final aircraft prep. At that exact moment, the cabin crew have just minutes to ensure bags are safely stored, aisles and exits are clear, all passengers are seated and accounted for. And why is that important? Because if an emergency evacuation is needed, seconds matter. Clear aisles and secured overhead bins mean fewer injuries and a faster escape. But what about elderly, pregnant, or disabled passengers? Well, great question. And yes, there's an important exception. Cabin crew are trained to assist if you are physically disabled, pregnant, elderly, unwell, or recovering from surgery. In such cases, their help is intentional, trained, and done with care. But imagine if every passenger expected their bag to be lifted. That takes time, risks injury, and compromises the core safety mission of the crew. Come on, it's just a bag. Is it really that serious? Well, I get it. It sounds like an exaggeration, but let's talk facts. Injury risk is real and costly. Cabin crew around the world suffer chronic back pain, shoulder injuries, long-term strains just from lifting oversized, overweight carry-ons. That's why many airlines have a clear policy: crew should not lift passenger bags unless it's medically or physically necessary. Because the cost of a single injury, that's one less trained lifesaver in case of a real in-flight emergency. It's a safety protocol, not a service issue. It seems polite to expect help, but if your bag is too heavy for you, it's likely not allowed as cabin luggage in the first place. Flight crew are there to save lives, not to lift 12 kg shopping hauls or bags with bricks in them. But what should we do instead? Pack light, not more than 7 kg. Use checked baggage for heavier items. Ask airport staff or a nearby co-passenger if you need lifting help. Request special assistance in advance if you have mobility concerns. Cabin crew are safety professionals. Cabin crew are trained in evacuation, fire management, in-flight medical emergency, de-escalation in hijacking or panic, and yes, they'll still serve meals with a smile. But they are not baggage handlers. They are the people who can save your life when something goes wrong mid-air. So let's rethink the way we board. Offering a heavy bag may seem like a small ask. But in an emergency, would you want the person helping you off the aircraft to be injured because they lifted your suitcase? You see, cabin crew aren't just there to pour you coffee or smile at the door. They are trained to handle fire mid-air, save lives during turbulence, calm a mother whose child can't breathe, or lead an evacuation in 90 seconds. But behind that professional uniform are people. People who miss holidays with their families. People who stand on their feet for hours. People who will, without hesitation, risk their own safety to protect yours, even if you're a stranger. So the next time you board a flight and you are tempted to hand over your bag, pause. Not because you are wrong to ask, but because their job is bigger than that. They aren't paid to lift you what you packed. They are trained to lift you up when everything else goes down. And at the end, be kind, be respectful, and let's help make flying safer, smoother, and more human for everyone on board. Because respect is also a part of safety. This is Flight Gyan, where we go beyond the headlines and deeper into the hearts of those who fly with us. So to recap, don't expect crew to lift your bags. Pack light, follow protocol, and respect the crew's real job, your safety. Drop your questions in the comment section and tell us, have you ever seen this happen on a flight? Like, share, and subscribe to Flight Gyan. See you on next Monday for another episode because aviation is more than fear, it's about facts, awareness, and safety. Thank you.